Welcome back, everybody. That is true. That is true. But what also is true is that one of my favorite customers who are in the Florida region from Detroit are having me change their trans fluid on their 2016 with 64,000-ish miles. Good looking truck. It is a 450, and we're gonna go over a little bit of what I'm gonna do to this truck. Not too much. I'm gonna change trans fluid and give it the old PTT touch. All right, guys, let's go. All right, everybody, thanks so much for coming back and checking this out. I guess I have to hit the unlock button before I can get in. This is not an Illuma-Duty. You can't just open up the door when you walk up. King Rancher, no, not a King Rancher, Platinum, King Ranch colored seats. Smelling like a King Ranch in here. All right, 64 thou. This is definitely a clean truck. And I remember when they had their 6.4, they had coverings over the center console too. This couple had a 2008 6.4, and we were able to talk them out of that dumpster fire and get them into a 2016 or steel body at that time, because the Illuma-Duties weren't out. So trans fluid time down at the South shop. Gonna get this thing set up, probably not lifted up on the hoist. I'd say probably maybe just do the front like I did the last time. Let's see, mirrors, we'll do a fold in. I'd say maybe, let me back up some more. Maybe that's a little too far. Neutral, reverse. I'd say radius arm right here, right here. All right, I think that's good. Shut it off. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. Check it out. Finally got my sign down. Don't need that at the institution no more. And I tell you, the institution probably didn't like that up anyway. But the new place, we have a much better sign, courtesy of Ventec. Ventec LHG/PTT. If you have a single alternator and want to check out a sweet way to heat up your truck. Look at this, untouched, unscathed 6.7. Ooh, we need to get rid of that, and we need to get rid of that heart, get that heart transplant out of here. All right, let's go into the vault of viscosity. It should still be, yeah, there it is, right where I left it about 7-8 weeks ago. Okay. Filter for your 6R140 FT. I'm a 187. Yep, so that's how I remember that. And you can either use the Amsoil full synthetic, the real good stuff. I can't remember the name of it right now. Or you can opt for the Motorcraft, which I think they just dropped off somewhere over the rainbow. Where is my freaking fluid? All right, let's go on a search and rescue. Fluid search and rescue. Fluid is definitely not out here. Where the hell did it go? All right, I guess I walked right past it because it says Fram right on the freaking side of it, but there's Motorcraft in it. Good. So instead of the Amsoil, this customer opted for the Mercon LV. This is what goes in your 6R140. Your transfer case is no more transfer case fluid. It's actually Mercon LV. And did you know that you actually don't have to get power steering fluid for your Ford products? You can actually use Mercon LV right here, right there. I would not put that in your older truck. Like I have I have a 1983 F-150 with C6 in it, and it takes Mercon, regular Merc, the old Merc. So don't put that in that, and don't put that in this. This is a 10R140 and takes ULV, ultra low viscosity. Well, you don't want to put LV in a ULV truck because it's not supposed to take that, and I really don't want to find out what would happen if one did so. That might not be a good idea. So we got the fluid, the filter, the gasket on these trucks are reusable. I have really good luck with them, especially the ones that are lower mileage. The ones that are higher mileage kind of get chewed up. So if you have a higher mileage 6.7 and you're going to change the oil on your 6R140, you may want to pick up a gasket, part number BC3Z 7 Apple 191 Apple. So you can pick that up. So I guess right now what I'm going to do is get the front of the truck lifted up. Hopefully, not hopefully, I can lay down on the floor and not get dirty. This should have a drain plug right on the trans boom right there. So we're gonna get this lifted up a little bit, and I just cracked my back right there, and get this thing draining. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, let's find a wheel chock or a piece of wood.
I got wood.
Can I have it, please? Let's see. Piece of wood.
Piece of 6-inch wood. There you go.
He does have wood. He was right. All right.
6x6.
Safety first. Safety first. Safety first. Right there. Let's go check this side. Double check. We are. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look good. Clearance. Watch your shins. Watch your shins. Holy horn. Holy horn. Okay, we good? And we could go back just a tiny bit. Get it right in the middle. Well, it goes way down faster than mine. Holy crap. Let's see if we can go like this. That should be better. Good. I like it. Clearance. Okay. Just doing the front like this. Just get it up a little bit. I like it. I like it. So, this Florida has got me absolutely sweltering. And I need a rag to wipe the swelter. It's going in my eye contact. Ooh, hold on. Ugh. Ugh, I just soaked it up before it went into my tear duct. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this place. This place ain't no joke. Anybody who works down here must listen to the words I say. If you wear gloves, don't forget to account for the sweat you're going to lose in your gloves, because it's coming from your body and it is going to affect you. Because ask me how I know. All right, I need to find a creep and then a drain pan. Oh look, I found it. All right, I'm going to grab the creeper. Where did I put it? Ah, here's the creeper. All right. I don't know what kind of drain pan you guys are going to be using, but don't forget the splash that you're going to have as it hits the pan. And I'm going to be in front of the fan and I'm sweating. So if you don't want to make a mess, I especially don't want to make a mess on my man's brand new floor, which What do you guys think of? Kind of almost looks like ours. I love it. But this fan might screw up my audio, so let's kind of maybe point it towards the wheel. I don't want you guys to hear a freaking fan. All right, drain plug, 6R140, 13 mil, coming at you. Super easy, right here. In fact, I'm gonna go grab this piece of rogue cardboard. This was meant to be right here. This was waiting just for us. I'm gonna put this under the drain pan to catch that circumference splash, because I know it's gonna happen. It happens all the time. Maybe we need to flip it over. There we go. All right. Oil commencing. We're having oil commencements under the truck. All right, okay. We'll set that boy right there and let it drain. While it's doing this, I want to mention to you guys about changing your transfer case fluid. A lot of people know, including myself, a lot of people forget to know or forget to do it, including myself, and I want to bring awareness to it, is your transfer case fluid still is being used when your transmission, when you're driving, even though you're not in 4x4. So we just did a drain and fill on both the trans and the transfer case last week. Trans, brownish red, transfer case, straight black. Looked like it came out of the engine oil pan. So it is like a 2-quart capacity. It's a drain and fill. If you got the Amsoil bags, it makes it way easier. But if you're down here doing that, you might as well do that too. If we have enough fluid, we'll give it a whirl. See what we looking like. All right, so as this goes, I'm gonna go around the perimeter and I'm gonna crack all the bolts loose by hand and then come back and hit it with the impacts. This is all the trans fluid that drained out of the trans pan drain plug. I'm gonna dump this and I'll meet you guys back underneath. All right, what I am gonna do is grab my 8 milli and my electrics. I'm gonna go around the whole perimeter of the pan. However, the bolts that are in each 4 corners, I'm gonna leave. And I'm gonna get myself situated and then take out each 4-corner bolt and then take the pan down as gently as I can. Take these side ones out first. Don't lose your bolts because you're gonna need them. Trans pan's gotta go back. Now as you loosen some of these bolts, you might start to see trans fluid seeping. That's normal. Okay, other side. Now I went and broke them all by hand because sometimes these can bust and break off in the trans. So I wanted to gauge a little bit what these felt like, but some of them are actually like really loose. All right, we have the corner bolts all in here. Let's take the back out. On the other side of the splash area. All right, it is trans pan time. What do I want to do first? Let's do the front. All by hand. All right. That's the front boy. Trying to let's move my cardboard over. My my rolling area is diminished. There we go. All right, let's get this one. Let's get this one. Oh, we're starting to drip. Starting to drip. One more bolt. Port side. Last bolt out. Now you see how that trans pan is sitting in there? It's leaning towards the back. That fluid is going to be right here at the rear. I got fluid leaking out, coming to the back. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Reusable gasket. Intact. I like it. All right, trans pan down. There it is, doing all of its leak. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here. Ah! All right. There's the filter. Right there. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. That's the FT187 right there. We have 3 bolts that hold that puppy on. Let's see if I can finagle these guys. Got 2 shorties and a long. As you spin your socket, the bolt will fling fluid off onto you. All right, we're gonna do the back bolt, long one. Oh, fell into the bucket. Like it always does. Where is it? There it is. There it isn't. Found it. All right, we gotta go on the passenger side now. This is gonna be another short bolt, but the filter is then gonna come down. Last one. Don't want it to fall in your face. All right, filter coming down. Filtering. Set that right in there. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing, shall we? Where is it at? Where is it at? Upside down. Where are we at? Found it. Found it. Ugh. All right, now I have the new filter open. Everybody, 1F FT187. I'm going to give myself a semi-clean area to do this. New filter, self-explanatory. That boy goes back up. Long bolt in the back. No, that's a shorty. Short bolts on the side. Oh, here's my long one. Long bolt in the back. And then the first bolt we took off, which is still on the side over here. Nope, in the front. All right, goes on the driver's side. And it just kind of sucks because you guys are gonna be fighting the drips like you see me doing here. It's whatever. That ULV though is nasty. I hate that ULV fluid, man. All right, I don't know the torque spec on these, nor do I care. This is not a lug nut, people. Snug them down. 8 milli. $8 milli. The last one I did was on the hoist. This one I thought I'd do on my back because, I mean, when I make these videos, I know you guys don't have a lot of the equipment that I have or that used to have, but try to show you guys exactly what you're going to have to do so you can be cognitive of what you're going to be running into. So after you're done, you see me starting to wipe the gasket surface if it's nasty. Some of them are real muddy just because where the gasket didn't sit. Might want to get a razor blade and clean all of this, but this looks really, really good. Make sure the front looks good. Yep. So after you're done with this, I'd probably get the gasket, wipe both sides of the gasket because it's double O-ringed, and then wipe down your pan, and then it's time to go back up. It's all about the prep work, baby. Even the sweat. Pan, gasquito, cleaner than clean. Magnet didn't have any fur in it either, so I'm gonna give the trans pan one more wipey do, and then it's gonna be time to put it back on. And the only place that I really have to re-wipe again is the back. See how it's leaking right there? It's like I got to get that back wall. The back wall inside the transmission. Good. 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 Everything over here is nice and dry. Okay, I like it. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Here you go, the pan. I got 2 bolts in my hand. Gasket's on. Basically just gonna float this back up like this. Now I can get underneath it. There goes my bolty. Got to get the bolt through the gasket. There we go. So I like to screw one corner all the way in, and then I get the opposing corner and do the same thing so that the pan is not flopping from front to back or side to side. This way I got one in the back and one on the side. I just thought I was leaking trans fluid, but it was the sweat pouring out of my glove. Screwing in all the way. Come on. Come on, arthritics. Ah. There we go. Okay, we're totally free and clear. I dropped one bolt over here. Let's get it accounted for. Here it is. All right, now we have all the bolties. Gonna just repeat everything. My assistant here that it's filming is laying on the ground with the fan blowing right up his basketball shorts. I am quite envious as to his non-sweating qualities right now. As you should be. Okay, back. The pan will kind of jiggle side to side depending on how finger tight you went. Just get them all started. You can use the ratchet or the gun. I'm sure there's a torque spec, but these bolts get snugged, and then they go back around and they get snugged one more time. So, got it. Yep. Well, when you're working upside down and you have to fight gravity and sweat and trans fluid, kind of a challenge. For those of you that are watching, it could be a lot of old timers, and there's nothing wrong with old timers, but which age group wears gloves when they work on vehicles? Do you wear gloves when you work on vehicles? What gloves do you wear? Ah, there's one more bolt. This guy's been hiding it. All right, we're all in. Let's give it a rip, eh? Let's put it on tight and give it a rip, eh? These bolts are definitely not this tight. Okay, now, since those are done, we're gonna roll over here and we're gonna try to stretch. Got it. I'll come back here with the hand tool, and we're just gonna make sure they're snug. They're all equal. If you're a human being and not a human doing, you'll be able to decipher if they are all the same. Just feel it. Feel the tool, feel the bolt, feel it stretch, feel the burn. Feel the burn. There we go. We need to get some brake clean and clean up the underside of this 6R140 and then go upstairs and fill it up with fluid. We're done underneath. All right, now that the hoist is down, we can come back up front, up top, and we're gonna have to find a funnel now to go in right here. What I like to do, instead of pulling this all the way out and then sticking your funnel in here to make it a seal, like this, but with no stick, I like to leave the stick in the tube. So just like I showed you with my finger, so when you stick the funnel in, you have this little air gap right here because of the indicator. So I like to leave that in there so it burps it a little better going down the tube. But what I have found, this is my rule of thumb, if I am doing a trans drain and fill, just like you saw here, filter down, pan down, right back up, I'm putting in about 9 quarts. If I let this drain overnight, I'm gonna be coming back tomorrow morning and putting about 10 quarts in. So you guys can kind of judge how much fluid you wanna get, 9, 10 quarts, get a case of whatever fluid you want, 12 quarts, and be planned to use at least 10 of them if you drained it overnight or if you put it up right away. And the remaining, maybe you should do a transfer case drain and fill. So, all right, well, let me find an appropriate funnel. This kind of funnel, that's not gonna work. You can't pour the fluid in there. So you need one that's kind of, you know, like this. So you can pour the fluid in here and then BG. This funnel will work after I pull off this little piece of plastic. Just like that. And what I usually do with the Amsoil, because the jugs are just right, and he's got some over here. Hold on, let me grab a quart of Amsoil. So I really like these quarts. I like the bags the best, but I only like these quarts for this right here. The flat cap right on top of the intercooler leaves me an absolute perfect bloop of fluid to go right in. So 9 quarts, Mercon LV coming at you. So let that go down the old hatch, the old man, the old miss. Deep river. It's gone. My home is over Jordan. So that was 9. That's 1 quart. We got 8 more to go. We got the shop going up on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday. On a Tuesday. They about to grind some granite. Hopefully we'll be out of here before they start grinding. Johnny Grinder over here. They make so much damn noise. Can't hear what the hell we're doing in here. You know what I like to, not like, so that's 3, here's 4. I wonder what the technicians in California have to do. So like we get done dumping this in, bloop, 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 all the way to the meniscus, right at the edge. Okay, so now what do those technicians in California have to do with this bottle that is not dry and clean on the inside like it is on the outside? So technically, if I had like 2,000 of these bottles, I'd have a quart of remnants left inside. So what do you guys in California have to do? I don't care, because I don't live in California. And the fact that you guys have to worry about that, I hate California. A lot of you guys ask me to come to California, but I don't think you know how I feel about California. I'm sorry. I don't care for LA. The only time I've been to California was I went and saw Banks. And that's probably it. I don't plan on going back to California. Okay, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, then we're gonna start it. If I had them both open, I'd be doing a double pour. Double pool. I actually need to get a new trans funnel. My Valvoline one has a slit right down the middle of it, and I have to keep that at the top every time I do this. Look at that red fluid. Get the red fluid going down the hatch. Check out that red LV. Here we go. Look at that. Bloop, bloop. Anybody thirsty? This is blood for your transmission. This is the hydraulic pumping fluid. Fluid pumping piston.
No, it's got something to do with tools.
Hello.
Cool.
Hey, I got a broken socket, but it's in Detroit. That's not going to do me anything good now, is it?
No, it's not.
There we go. One more quarty. I don't know.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Lights, camera, action. Sorry, Miss Jackson. All right, last quarty, I think. Yep, last quarty. This is our 9 quart, and we're going to immediately start it up and let it stabilize. It's going to be a minute before we can actually check the fluid, because since we are dumping it in the tube needs to basically dry out and drip all the way down to the trans, because the dipstick indicator is going to be just soaked with trans fluid. So we need to let that dry out, and it's time to start. Damn, he seems like a cool Mac man. We don't even have a freaking Mac man. We didn't even have a freaking Snap-on man for that long. Only tools I buy are Cornwell. Now that I'm not the dealer, I don't have any freaking tool guy anymore. Only tools I ever bought, I had bought my toolbox, my original toolbox I had for 20 years was a Mac, a Maximizer Tech 1000, not Maximizer, Tech 1000. And then I bought a side cabinet, and then we didn't have a Mac man for the next 15 years. So like all these Mac tools I have that are broken are just still sitting here, and I'm not paying the shipping to ship to Mac when I bought a tool that's for lifetime warranty replacement. Like if Mac wants to prepay the shipping and I'll just send you a whole box full of broken tools to never buy Mac tools again, I mean, then fine. But okay, let's start it up. Okay, we're just gonna let this thing run. I'd probably say for about 10 or 15 minutes, let all the trans fluid get down that tube. We'll check for leaks. We got more brake clean coming because I want to make sure everything is nice and clean. We will change the transfer case fluid after I verify we have enough trans fluid, and then we'll go for a ride. All right, let's check this thing out. We just did a little clean. My arms were all nasty. And well, we've had this thing running for about 10-15 minutes. Do the initial fluid check. I was telling you about letting the fluid drain down the tube. See how that side's got fluid on it? Well, that's the side I want to look at. This is almost at operating temperature. I would say maybe I'd have to add a smidge, but I want it to be like right here. So that is pretty dang close. Let's check it out. See if we're getting the same stick rating. Pretty good. how far we can go first pull. Half quarter. Judgmental half quarter. About an inch away. A little past half, we'll be good. Put that back on. We do have 2 more quarts left, so I could do the transfer case, assuming we're not going to have to add any trans. Now, since I just did add fluid, I'm going to show you how to stick something like that. So if you were to check it right away, stick with something. You can't really get a good judgment on that. And let me wipe it and stick it in. Let's see. It'll be the same thing. Fluid has got right now I'm scraping the inside of the tube and I'm collecting all that fluid on the indicator and it's going to give me an inaccurate reading. See? So we need to, again, let this sit probably for another 10 minutes. No, you can't put brake clean down this tube. Please don't do that. Third time's a charm. Okay, a little cleaner up here at the top. Looks like spinning around. Alright, then we'll check it. We'll let it sit. Leave this out. And check it here in 10 minutes. Check. Wipe it off. Stuff it down in there. Check it again. Just check the transfer case fluid and it was bright red. So there we go. I like it. Halfway up the stick, right where it should be. Yeah, baby. Alright, transfer case fluid good. Trans fluid good. Last step, we are going to drive it, but the customer said they had a couple of instances where we had some weird shifting. Now, that could have meant that we had a bad valve body, but I would expect that to be hammering into gear, maybe from park to drive, park to reverse. They weren't complaining of that, but just some harder than normal shifts. Let's check these things for an update. Let's see if we can clear the keep alive memory. We don't have any adaptive values that we can clear like on the 10R140s, but there may be TCM cam.
Depends all day.
This, let's get IDS pulled up. IDS. Alright, everything is pulled up. We've identified the vehicle. So let's check to see if it's got any updated calibrations available. Yep. I haven't been hooked to this truck in quite some time, so it in fact could need some updates. Is this equipped with the permanent collar? Yes. Or are you installing it? Yes. Alright, PM sensor and the GPCM. So that means the PCM and the TCM are already up to date. Since I do not have an issue with any of the after treatment or anything, I'm going to leave the PM sensor and the GPCM alone. That doesn't have anything to do with the after treatment, but if I'm not doing this, I'm not going to do this. So I'm just going to hit no. Let's go back down to the toolbox, transmission. Ooh, clear the adaptive tables. All right, let's turn the key off. Engine on. Key on, engine off. Let's go ahead and hit the tick mark. Follow the on-screen prompts. Operation successful. Key off. All right, let's start it back up. And let's go back to the toolbox. Make sure there's nothing else. reset cam. Ooh, reset cam, TCM. There it is. There it is. So we can reset the TCM cam and the adaptive value. So now this truck is going to learn all over again how we drive. Wow. Did you guys see that? I'm not editing that out. I almost just bit H. I think now that we've got this thing semi-cleared out, I know the customer didn't say this was happening all the time, but let's take it out and drive it. Let's see if anything has changed. I don't want anything to happen, but nonetheless, we'll bring the computer and see if we can give this a bon voyage until next time, or if we need to do something else. All right, time to back out. As I back this out and sit in this client's truck, does it bother you guys when you bring your truck in for service or your vehicle and somebody messes with your seat? If it's the seat back or if they're sliding it back? I know a lot of people that do not like that and have also went as far as unplugging the seat so that we couldn't move it, which is a good idea. But I always try to put the seat back to the exact position. I do not, however, mess with any of the mirrors. I find the spot where I need to put my head in order to see what I need to see, because I hate messing with people's mirrors, because I won't put that in the exact same position. So, yeah, we're gonna get ready to pull away and take this for a drive. Got the computer on, AC on, and it's driving forward, it's propelling, so the fluid is doing its thing. Definitely like these 450s. Lumaduties, I got a special place in my heart for them Lumaduties, but them steel bodies, I'll still work on the steel bodies. All right, first gear, second gear, we are in third gear. Seems nice and smooth so far. Fourth, 2,000 RPM, 35 miles an hour. We're driving into fifth. And now sixth, coming up to a stop at 30 miles an hour, 1,000 RPM. And all the downshifts and upshifts seem fine. 12:30, doesn't look like we're going to be dealing with a whole bunch of traffic, so hopefully this nice, smooth accelerations will help give a nice learn and refresh strategy, clean out, back to the customer. Okay, here is the infamous road test route. Clear. All right, we're accelerating up. We're going 25, 30. There goes the Mac man, we just saw him. All right, fourth gear, 45, 50, fifth gear, and we are 55. And now sixth gear, about 1,600 RPM. Everything seemed nice and smooth. Coming up to a stoplight here. All right, let's come down to a nice smooth stop. All right, sixth gear, 40 miles an hour, still in sixth, fifth, fourth, 3, 2, 1. We are completed stop and we are clear. We're going to turn, making a starboard turn. Seems nice and smooth right now. We'll do a loop twice. This is a little shorter than what we're accustomed to, so make sure we take this around. We'll loop a couple times. Now, if the customer did have a bad valve body, some of the things I would see would be like I was explaining to you guys, where it's going to be really banging into gear, especially from park to drive, park to reverse, or kind of want to like lunge forward. I have that happen in a lot of 10 speeds, the lurching when putting into gear, but almost always clearing the adaptive learned values, clearing the keep alive memory, that has subsided those sensations. So I know a lot of guys have been in the dealer getting repairs done for that CDF drum that's inside the trans at the back. That bushing can slip and actually put two passages open allowing fluid to flow when only one passage should be flowing. My ex-coworker had a real good example of that on the bench, where you can see that bushing had totally slid down in its bore and was completely blocking off fluid flow to keep one gear applied. So, all right, come up to another light, 6th gear, 40 miles an hour. Everything seems nice and smooth. I see Johnny Law sitting across the street. Zoom in on Johnny Law. What's Johnny Law doing over there? Johnny Law just sitting. Is he looking at property? Here he's just chilling. Sheriff Buford T. Justice. No traffic moving. What's the dilly? I have a red light. Everybody got a red light? Nope. We just got slow moving Floridians. Hey, look, you can buy gas from Circle K. No charge. See the amount? NC. No charge. Come get gas at Circle K. 9th Street and 30th Avenue, Bradenton, Florida. Get you hooked up. No charge. No charge. Oh, 10 and 2. Johnny Law's back there. 10 and 2. 10 and 2. How many of you guys really drive at 10 and 2? You guys drive at 10 and 2? I don't know. I'm more of a like this, or a like in the lap. Which one's comfortable? You don't do 12 and 6, do you? Be real goofy. All right, Macman again. Bye, Macman. Getting back on the road test route one more time. I'm telling you guys, the shifts are good. I like the downshifts. I would have used the Amsoil fluid just because we've had really good success with the Amsoil fluid, but I haven't had any problems with the Motorcraft stuff. It did come with it from the factory, but the Motorcraft stuff will work. I just like the Amsoil. It's a really, really nice fluid. Okay, seems good. That's a good pull. Good 4th gear pull. There's the shop. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I think this one is gonna be for the books. We're gonna put this in the books and put it out the books for another video that was made in Florida at the South Shop. If any of you guys are in the Tampa or Bradenton area and have a Super Duty or a Ford truck and want to get it serviced, or if you have a problem that the dealership just isn't taking care of for you, which we've already had once this morning, so let me know. Shop phone number 947-900-1115. Email powerstroke@gmail.com. Drop me a line. Let me know if I can help you out, or if you're in the Detroit area, come see me. Or, like I said, if you're in the South Shop, come see us in the South Shop. Bradenton, Florida, Rainman Rays Repairs, 1025 East 26th Avenue. I think I said that right. I'd say you guys the correct info in the description. I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, sub, share. We'll see you next time.